Knock, knock, knock. Hi, my name is Rachel and I'm going to be your nurse today. And we're going to be doing some vital signs, okay? And I'm going to start with some hand hygiene. I'm washing my hands per CDC guidelines. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well.
Okay, and what's your name and date of birth?
My name is Karen Mackey. Date of birth is November 11th, 1964.
Okay, and are you having any pain today?
A little bit. Yeah, from a hike yesterday.
Okay, on a scale from 1 to 10, what would you say that pain is at?
Oh, probably about a 2.
About a 2? Is it intermediate? Does it come and go? Is it radiating?
It kind of comes and goes, kind of in my feet.
Oh, it's in your feet. Okay. And is it a stabbing pain or?
No, it's just a general ache. A scale of 1 to 10. Maybe a 1.
Okay, 1 or 2, like you said. Okay, great. And I'm gonna check your band here for your name and date of birth that you told me. Can you tell me one more time?
Karen Mackey, November 11th, 1964.
Great. Okay. And I'm gonna first I'm gonna be starting with your temperature. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be taking a temporal temperature. Okay, 98.1. Very good. Okay. Now I'm going to be assessing your pulse, okay? So I'm going to just grab your hand, your wrist right here. Okay, and I'm looking at my watch right here. I'm checking my second hand and I'm counting how many beats per minute. And while I'm doing that, after I've taken about 20 seconds worth of, I'm gonna say 15 seconds worth of a pulse, I can times that by 4 to get her beats per minute, even though it would be important to take a full minute of beats per minute for her pulse. But for this video, we'll do it like this. And while I'm still holding her wrist, I'm going to be counting her and watching the rise of her chest, the rise and fall of her chest, to see what her respiration rate is. Okay, so her pulse is at 64 and her respirations are at 16. Okay. And that is so that she doesn't know that I'm counting her her respiration, so that I can get a more accurate number. And now I'm going to be taking your blood pressure, okay? And before I take your blood pressure, I'm just going to be looking and feeling for your brachial pulse. Okay, very good. And it's important to have the appropriate cuff size. Okay, so you want your index over here. Okay. And you don't want it too loose or too tight. And I'm going to have all my gauge right here so I can visualize it. And I'm going to take my stethoscope and I'm going to be placing it on the brachial artery so I can hear for the carotid cough sounds. And I'm going to be turning my nozzle and I'm going to be pumping my blood pressure up. I'm going to be pumping it up a little bit past what I think her blood pressure would probably be to ensure we get the right number. Okay, there we go. Okay. And I'm letting it out very slowly. Okay, and her blood pressure is 128 over 82. The first cardiac sound I heard at 128. The fifth I heard at 82, and that is her blood pressure. And I said her temperature is 98.1. Her respirations were 16, and her pulse, her radial pulse, was, I said 64, right? Okay, now I'm going to be checking for her apical pulse. So I'm going to be going to her fifth, so her sternum's here. I'm going to her fifth intercostal space, left of the sternal border, okay? And I'm going to be listening here, okay? And I would take her apical pulse for a full minute, and I would be comparing it to the radial pulse to make sure that there's no deficit. And as I'm listening, I'm noting for any abnormalities, any extra heart sounds, any murmurs. And I can go ahead and take it for 30 seconds if I want it, and times it by 2 if needed. But for the sake of this video, I'm taking both the radial pulse and the apical pulse for 1 full minute. Okay, so her apical pulse is about 64 as well. So, and then I'm going to take my oximeter that I have here, and I'm going to place it on my patient's finger and give it a few seconds to accommodate to the patient. And her O2 saturation is at 98. Okay, so that is how you take some vital signs. And I'm going to thank my patient.
Thank you.
I'm going to leave my patient's bed low and locked with the rails up. I'm going to leave the call light within reach, and I'm going to leave her not needing anything. And I'm going to say thank you and bye.
Thank you and bye.